Hello, hello, hello. Hey, you guys. David here, and just had a little message for you today. Gonna show up and try to just give you a little bit of what's happening. What is happening? Hang on, I'm just gonna plug myself in, and there we go. Yes. So, what goes on in for me when I sit down to create something like this for you. And what I see is often the same thing. And the thing that I see is that we have a whole lot that seems to be between us and the moment, or our relationship with our higher power, or our relationship with universal intelligence, and what's standing between us and that is our mind. And so I want to talk a little bit today about what does that look like. What is what shapes and forms does that come in? And I was listening to a video this morning, and it became clear that there's a couple of things that are states of mind that actually take us out of the moment. One of them is hope. And we've even been, Christianity said faith, hope, and charity. We're, and I guess at some level that hope has is something that's needed, but if we're I guess in terrible desperation. But let's imagine that the people that are listening to me today are not in terrible desperation. That we've moved past that to some degree, and that we're actually interested in becoming free. One of the things that we need to be free from is hope. Hope is not in the relationship with that our higher power. Hope is about the future. Hope is not here and now. When we let go of hope, we'll risk not knowing. Hope keeps us in a like on a treadmill, and so let go of hope. Be here now with what is. There's no actual future. If we're living in hope, we're always in hope. We're never here. Do you get it? We're never here. So just let go of it. There's no hope necessary in this moment. Everything, wherever you are, be there. Feel it. Experience this moment. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but there isn't any other way. Otherwise, we're always in the mind, always in, our preconceived ideas, our belief systems, our conditioned ideas, and most of it, a lot of it is bullshit. It's a lot of it's fear based. I have some friends these days that, I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. I just accept them, I guess, as they are. But they're so caught up in fear of what's happening. And there's nothing happening in the moment. There's nothing happening. Just be here now. Life will unfold. And basically, I believe, my experience is that mankind, womankind, humankind, is love, and that love unfolds out of everything. But when we're trying to control it all, out of fear, then we create that. So we need to let go of hope. Yes, let go of fear. Fear, watch fear as it comes up, in our 12-step program that many of you know. I've been active for many, many years in the 12-step world. In the 12-step program, it labels fear as, one of the things that is at the root of our selfishness and self-centeredness. We're living from a selfish, self-centered way, trying to control the world because of fear. And fear is, it talks about 100 forms of fear. But if you sat down and wrote out different, forms of fear, you probably couldn't write 20. But as we get to know ourselves, we see how it can roll up. Just be with it as it rolls through. Just be with it as it rolls through. And we don't have to act on fear. We can live through fear and experience fear. And as we're experiencing it in the moment, as we're really present with it, it's empty. It falls away. Just like hope. Hope is and fear are both, they're irrelevant in the moment. There is nothing in this moment nothing that we can hold on to in fear. Nothing that we can kind of be part of or experience in hope. It's all irrelevant. So the recipe, and this is difficult for folks because it's so simple, is to be here now. Yes. And experience what's happening now and feel what's happening now. And as we become good, I guess, at feeling, we go through those feelings. And many of us have run our whole lives trying to avoid feelings, trying not to feel. I don't want to feel. And so what do we do to not feel? We spend time on the phone. Right? Have you done that? And it's almost so unconscious that we don't even know that we're doing it. Or we eat to not feel, right? Or we, for some of us, we drink or we do drugs to not feel. But what are we trying? What do we really want? We want to experience. I call it, fill up the God hole. We want to be in this moment, in this awakened state. It's possible, isn't it? Yes. So just drop into it right now. Just be here now. Just feel wherever you're at. Experience the space you're in. If you're in your car, just pull over for a minute. We're just going to drop into this space, this moment, right now. Into the breath. Yeah. Nothing's missing. Nothing's needed, right? There's no next. There's just now and now and now and now. And that's life. That's life. We really live life if we're here. Otherwise, we're living in this illusion, this judgment, this complaint, this fear, this hope. And we're not here. We're not experiencing it. We're wanting it to be different. We're living in desire, right? We're living in guilt, all based on judgments. We're living in shame, again, based on judgments. We've been told that this was wrong or that was right. And then we've judged ourselves, we've judged others. So just feel this moment. Just breathe into it. Just feel it. I'll tell you a little story about just the other night. I was with some of my friends, and I realized that we weren't really being with each other. That we had judgments on each other. We had bought into stories of each other. We've been friends for a long time, and so we know a lot about each other. Many of us know a lot about our pasts, and so what happens is that and it was happening for me too, and I became aware of it, was that when I would come to be with them, I would see that somehow I was holding them in an old place. It was a judgment. It was I was holding them in an old place. That, oh, poor so-and-so, he suffers from depression. And, this other fellow, suffers from complaint about his whole life is about complaint about his partner, and that's what he brings all the time is his complaint. And so I saw that I was in judgment of my friend, and then, so how do we get to be here now with each other? To not be in judgment, to not think, oh, I know you. Imagine letting go of that. So we're not there with judgment. We're letting go of I know you. And meeting each other as if it's for the first time. It's like, wow, so beautiful. Without judgment, without a story. And that's how we live our lives, with the story on ourselves. We think we know ourselves. When I ask you the question, and I ask people often, who are you? And they're like, what do you mean? No, really, who are you? Well, I'm, and there's really no answer, because we're not what we do, we're not what we own, we're not our relationships, we're not the story of, I'm Canadian, or I'm, 60 something, I'm my age. No, I'm not my age. I'm not my body. I know I'm not my body. Body's, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm happy to have it in this moment. This gives me the ability to be here, and yet I'm not my body, and I'm not my thoughts. So who is it then that we are if we know that we're not our thoughts? Slow down, just slow down a little bit to see that we are this moment, we are this, we are that, we are the isness. So wherever you're sitting, let's get back to this. Let's just drop in. Just be here now. Just drop in. And this may not be very attractive. I'll tell you, though, what's possible. To really live our lives in our full potential is possible. To be the parent you would like to be is possible when we're present. To be, to serve in the way that we want to serve in business or at work is possible when we're present. But when we're there wishing it was different, oh my God, Monday, is that any way to go to work to serve? No, but we can be there with, wow, every day is the day. Every day is a beautiful day. There is no real time. We've just made that all up, in a sense. We've called these packages of, from when the sun comes up to go, we've called it something. So, and then we make judgments on it. Oh, hump day. Wednesday's hump day. Halfway through the week to get to the weekend. What? To live on the weekend? No, live every moment. And then, we light up. We light up. We're attractive. We're really there. So that's the possibility to really live in our full potential. Who wants to live in their full potential? Yes. So where is that to be found? In a whole bunch of strategies, a whole bunch of visualization of the future. Yes, there is a way we can work within this realm. Yes, we can set intentions. We can actually, but the intentions we're setting are coming out of us, out of the moment. We're an expansion of God. So then we're not setting intentions to acquire things because we've been influenced by television or by social media. We're setting intentions to be what to serve? At what level do we want to serve at? To bring love and light into each moment, right? So that's the possibility, our full possibility, our potential. Okay, so just practice sitting. Really take time to sit, to meditate, and to have discussions. Monday nights, we have a meditation group here. I'm open to this discussion. I'm going to, I think, put together even a bit of a course on what does it look like to live in the moment? What does it look like to live free? Eh? What does it look like to live free? And so that we see ourselves. Maslow talked about self-realization. Well, it kind of has two sides to it in a way. Self-realization, we realize who we really are in this moment. We're one with everything. But we also kind of realize who we're not and who we've been pretending to be. So in the pretending to be, we're also experiencing fear and depression, right? And loneliness, and all of those things are in the pretending to be. Poor health, because we're pretending to be as opposed to really being. How do I be? Well, we're going to continue to talk about this being here now. It's the freedom from everything. It's a freedom, if you will, from addiction. We are addicted to, of course, substance. Yes. And when we want to be free of substance addiction, there's some great programs. The 12-step program is amazing because it brings us into the moment. It brings us into full-on relationship with our higher power. And it has a step-by-step description on how to live here now. And then there's the more subtle addictions. We're addicted to our story. Yes, we think we know who we are. Bad girl, bad boy, whatever. So how do we let that move out? Be present in this moment, and it begins to just dissipate. It falls away. We recognize who we truly are, and it has nothing to do with who we thought we were, who the community said we were, or we thought they said we were, or how we behaved 3 or 4 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Has nothing to do with who we are today. So that's my message. Love you, and just be here now. Let's talk about it. Come to Monday nights. That would be really cool. I'm going to post it, I guess. Yeah, come to Monday nights if you're in Calgary. I don't care if you have to drive, 3 hours. Come. Be in the company of folks who are awakening to this moment. Okay, love you guys. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. Be here now. Go out and experience the sun. Just stand and feel it. Okay, bye.